Hi everyone, welcome back to the Code Step by Step channel. My name is Anil Sidhu and now we will talk about helpers in Laravel. So first of all, I'll let you know what are the helpers. We'll talk about some important helpers. Maybe you already know about one or two helpers, but here we'll discuss few more helpers which is not discussed in this series. After that, we'll see how we can make custom helpers, how we can auto-load them, and we'll discuss some important interview question also. This is Laravel 13 playlist that will definitely help you out for Laravel job project and interviews. Link is given in the description box. Please watch this playlist. Definitely it will help you out. Now let's come to the first question. What are the helpers? See, helpers are basically commonly used function that you can make in your application, and without importing them you can use them anywhere. In Laravel we have lots of predefined helpers also, as well as you can make your own custom helpers also. And in this part we'll see predefined as well as custom helper both. So first of all, let me create a small form so that I can explain you the helpers in a better way. So what I'll do, I'll just open terminal and I'll create there one view, php artisan make view, and let's say my view name is helper view, something like this. And I'm creating one controller also, controller, and there we can keep our controller name is, let's say, helper controller, and I can just enter. Okay, so now let's create a small form in the helper view. So what I'll do, I'll create a small HTML form, body form, and I'll keep this post type form. So I'll submit this on the helper post request basically, right? And inside this, let me take few input fields, and let me keep the name also, username, and to make some space I'm keeping 2br. Let me copy and paste them to save our time. Yep, now let me put it maybe email and address or something, right? And at last we can take a button also, submit something. Okay, to view it, so what I'll do there, I'll just change this welcome file to the helper view, and let me just refresh this. Here you can see that we have a very small form, but if I'll submit it, we cannot submit because that route is not defined. So what I need to do, let me define one more route, and yeah, one more thing. From here we have to pass the CSRF token, which is very important, right? Don't forget this. Now let's import our controller inside our route file basically. So this is basically our controller. To import it, the easiest way is just copy this namespace and paste it here, use and paste it here, so that you will not make any type or something. After that, just simply use this controller class name also. And now what you need to do, let me keep this name helper. Why I'm keeping this name helper? Because in the view file we created this helper action, right? So I don't need this slash, I can just remove it. Yep. And after that, what we can do, we can copy this class in the second parameter as an array. We can use it, and we have to mention this is a class, and then we have to need to make a function also. This is how we basically call a controller function that we already seen in the lots of video of this part basically, right? So now I don't have any function with the name of index, so let me create it. And here for now I'm just echoing their helper so that we can check everything step by step. So let's try to run this. I hope it should work fine, otherwise we'll debug it. And I just mentioned few details randomly, and this is not working. One of the major reason is we have to make it post. Yep. And then yep, after that this was working, right? So let me try once again. See, this is working. So now let's move on the helpers. So helpers basically the global function that you don't need to import anywhere. You can make them, and Laravel have lots of predefined helper functions also. They can help you to reduce your workload. How? Let me show you. So let's say we have this request. Let me take this class request that we already learned, right, in that form part of this series, like how we define the form. So let me create a request parameter, and if I just return this simply dollar request, right, it will definitely provide the old details that we know, right? But let's say you want to get the old details of the request, then you can simply use their dd means dump and die function. So you can use dd, and there you can just simply put that request object. Now if you will just refresh it, you will have lots of information, everything, base url, base path, request url, but where our request object basically inside this request. So even you have their files, cookies and everything. So just open this request. We have 4 parameters, and here we have that 4 details. So this is basically the complete dumb object of this request. There you can debug your application, right? But the issue is this will dump and die. It cannot proceed further. So let's say if just simply write here hello, you will find that it will not print something, right? But if you want to dump and then you want to continue, then you can simply use the dump function. Now if I refresh it, you will have all this information. I think I just missed something there. So this is basically not dump, this is dump basically. If I just refresh it, you will see we have the all information, but now it will further proceed. It will not die there, that execution will not stop there, right? Okay, so this is the function. Now let's say if you want to get anything from the environment file, so sometime you want to check the configuration, like which database we are using. Accordingly you will write your code. You want to check the database connection, or you want to check the application name, anything you want to check from the environment file. How you can check? Simply you need to use one function, echo. The function name is env, and you can put there any property inside this. So let's say if I just put there app name, right, then you will see we can see there our application name Laravel. So let's say if you want to check that maybe database username, for example, you want to check this, right? So just come there, refresh it, and it will show the database name. So let's say you want to check that maybe some mail configuration, anything you want to check, you can check basically, right, with this function env. This is basically the helper function that provide the any information from the env file. Now similarly we have some configuration files also inside that config, and from, let's say, from app.php you want to get some information. How you can get? So for that again we have one more helper, echo, and there we have config, and inside this config you can provide your file name, which is app, and the property name. So let's say I just want to check the key there, or I want to check the cipher, like which cipher we are using there. Now if you'll refresh, then you can see that we got that information. So let's say if you want to get some other things, maybe local you want to get, right, again you can simply use like this. You can see we are getting the local which is present here. Okay, but we have some other configuration also. So maybe let's say you want to check some database configuration. Is it possible to check that? Yes. So again what you need to do, simply use echo config, same file, same function, and the file name, which is database. Now the which property you want to see there from there. So let's say I want to check the connections. So just simply use the connection there. And to better, because this is the complete object, you can simply use the return, right? And let me just refresh it. You will have now this complete connection object. But let's say you want to see only the SQLite details there. So just copy there and put it dot and that property name. Now you will have only that SQLite details. But now you want to check only the database name of this, right? We have the database name there, like so that you want to check. So again, you can simply use dot and you will get it like this. Okay. Okay, so now let's say you want to make the URLs while you are working on the links or something. So what you can do, echo, and we have the URL function inside this. So let's say you want to make the URL for this helpers, then simply you can use helper. Now if you refresh it, you will see that we get the complete helper there. Even if you want to make the URL for some other pages also, so maybe for profile, then you'll see we get that for profile, maybe for login, it will also work, right? So this is the way that how we can use this predefined function. So now let's say you want to make your own uh, helper function. So how you can do that? So let's create a file inside your app. So I already created a folder helpers because I was practicing before making this video, but let's create it again. So I'm creating one more function inside this app folder, app directory, which is helpers, right? And inside this, I'm creating one more file. So let's say this file name is helpers.php. Fine. And now what you can do, come there and you can write any function name, but definitely we have to write the PHP tags and all. So let me create my function name is, let's say, format currency or format price, we can say that, right? Format price. And there you want to put the amount dollar. But what actually you want to do, you want to show all this currency in that Indian with the Indian symbol, right? So if I just simply return it, that will show the amount, right? Amount definitely. But I want to add there the Indian currency symbol, or maybe any currency symbol that you want to add, that you can simply add. Let me just search there, uh, rupees symbol. Let me copy it and let me put it like this, right? So with that way we will able to show. So we will able to show the amount with this currency symbol. So wherever I have to show the amount with currency symbol, I can use this function. But there is a one more catch. So now you cannot directly use it. You have to auto load this. And to auto load this, what you need to do, you have to go to the composer.json file. So here you will find that autoload property. Here you can see that there is a two autoload property, autoload dev, ignore it, use this autoload. So there you can simply use comma, and there let's say you can simply mention files, like which files you want to autoload. You can autoload the multiple files also, and there you can simply path of the your file app helpers, that should be small helpers, right, dot php. So let's say we want to load this file. Now next thing which is very important, go to the terminal again, and one command which is very important to run before autoloading the files, which is composer dump-autoload. Run it. If there is any error, you have to fix it, otherwise it will show everything in green. So if this is showing everything in green, that means perfectly this everything is fine. Now simply use composer run dev. Let's check first our application working fine or not. Application perfectly working fine, there is no issue. Now you can close this file. I'm copying this function and going in the controller and simply putting there echo this function name, and I'm putting there, let's say 1000 rupees or something. Now if I just come back, refresh it, here you can see that we are getting this rupees symbol. I did not import this file anywhere, but I can use it anywhere in my project because I auto-loaded it with the composer.json file, which is very important, right? So I hope you learned something new here. If you have any doubt, any confusion, you can ask me in the comment section.